Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News, or more importantly, about the crypto prices, as today has been a very interesting day. Let's take a look at the market. Right now, Bitcoin up about 1%, Ethereum up about 1%. Generally speaking, the market is neutral, but there's a couple of outliers like Luna and AVAX, with Luna being up about 14% and AVAX being down about 1%, which is really peculiar because AVAX is really on our top altcoin list and has been for a pretty good while here. And Luna obviously too, but the fact that they're so far apart and Luna is back to all-time high basically is quite peculiar. Then again, these two are facing a really interesting battle already for the last couple of months, and I do believe both of them are basically going to go up and up and up. Periodically, they're going to switch the position, but generally speaking, both of those I think are going to be $60 billion market cap not too long from now. I've explained that before. These are really big crypto. A lot of people are not understanding yet how, I think, useful or, in a sense, adopted they already are. Then again, a couple of our favorite coins like Matic, Crypto.com, nothing really in particular is doing too crazy. Here's one outlier, Atom, but in the end of the day, not really anything too significant, not anything to write home about, so to speak. But that does not mean our leverage trades aren't doing interesting. Because yes, guys, I've been telling you, I'm trading all day right now over on Bybit. And by the way, I am on a little trip right now. You probably can't hear the difference in the microphone because I just plugged it in real quick. I have a couple more minutes to quickly record this video before I gotta quickly move on. But I've told you, I'm trading like crazy right now. I told you all, December is a really volatile time usually because there's so many decisions from the Fed. And if you know any Forex traders or you've ever dabbled into it, you might probably know the majority of decisions get made right here. And usually it's not smart to have a position open when an important decision gets made. But with crypto, I think it's a little bit different because that's literally where the most amount of money is being made. And since it's a 24/7 market, yeah, you can usually kind of adapt to it and kind of see the pattern, I think, a lot better. However, let's talk about what's going on. So we talked previously about how we're finding a double bottom, right? This is literally the chart from yesterday with one little line, this one right here, added. It's basically our newest support that we basically just retested, about 2 days ago by now. I changed time zones. So 2 days by now, we touched that point for last time. I told you guys all, this is an area to buy into. We buy the double bottom, and we basically have a stop loss, most likely at about 74 or 73, I would say, cents or so. Pretty safe. We talked about that over in the video. So having that position open, you guys know my position, right? The majority of my positions were opened right here at about, no? Yeah, oh, no, never mind, actually, guys, I'm seeing now. I told you all 77 cents, and we actually had a double bottom right there, not only noticing that. So 77 cents was, of course, our buy-in target, anything below that, so to speak. We got ourselves a nice little gain of about 6-7% or so, which again, guys, with 10 times leverage is about 70% on our money. And so right now, we're, again, playing freaking ping pong, as I said before. This is the area of most resistance that we have already found. Here's the supply zone of XRP. We first dabbled onto it. Came right back down to the support level. I did not draw this in today. This is just previously supported, and we're coming right back to it. Right now, we're dabbling into it again, touching the same levels as previously touched. You can see here how many times we basically touched that level. You can clearly see here, every single time it comes to that area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now for the 7th time. We can potentially come back down here to about 81.9 cents, or we're going to hopefully break through and see some higher levels at most likely about 86 or so cents. And I'm honestly thinking, guys, that because we've been touching this so many times, we're going to pretty shortly here break out. Then again, I think it follows along with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin, to be honest with you, is not actually looking that beautiful. We do have a little bit of a divergence as the Bitcoin price is going down still, while the RSI is upward sloping. So that's, I guess, potentially a good marker here coming up. Theoretically speaking, it's kind of negative, but I see it as a good thing coming up here in the way I kind of view this all. At first, we were bouncing off of the 0.236 Fibonacci. Right now, we actually closed a little bit below that, finding a little bottom. I'm just wondering how we're going to kind of face this throughout the next couple of days. And to be honest with you, I am not too sure. We can definitely see a little bit of a channel being formed here for Bitcoin that's quite bearish, quite negative. But I do hope that we're actually going to break out of this and come out of it really quite bullishly. Honestly, purely from the perspective that the majority of the reason we are going down is, in my own words, manipulation. But again, that's just my own words. It's my own thought process. And a lot of people will most likely not agree with that. You can actually draw this a couple of different ways, to be honest with you. You can actually draw it as a couple of different things. not working properly. There we go. We could actually also draw it like this. This is more of a bullish indicator, to be honest with you. Would also be kind of funny if it's in a bullish narrative, basically. But again, I've shown you guys multiple different tweets from BitBoy and whatnot, where if you zoom out, that's what we usually like to do, zoom out a little bit, you can't really say this looks negative. You can see it's a little correction, but it's basically a correction that's literally nothing in the grand scheme of things. We are still above our previous low. So this is, again, here we had our first low, our first top in the newer market, so to speak. First top, second low, second top, and now basically the third low before hopefully a fourth top, maybe right around here. Percentage-wise, not too sure, but maybe like $70,000 or so. Wouldn't be too crazy, 75. If you guys see the pattern, just following logic here, not anything too deep. And then on the XP to BTC pair, which is more importantly when we're talking about this little bouncing that we're doing on that price. Honestly, guys, when looking at this, we did see the breakout. Again, it was not confirmed the way I would like to trade it, as I told you guys before. But it did say we don't really have much room to go down here. It would be kind of illogical if XP actually stayed within this area or went down from it. And as you can see here, we did break out as kind of expected. However, as I said before, I wanted to trade this if we had the confirmation, which we did not have. So it's not a move that I personally like or think is quite secure. Then again, it was the most logical outcome for this scenario. And I honestly do believe that XP in the medium term here can actually still outperform Bitcoin. Mostly from the perspective that there's quite a lot of appeal. There's quite a lot of groundbreaking news and groundbreaking little announcements in the lawsuit. And it just seems kind of logical to me. Now, looking at this little chart from before, Ethereum's last line of defense, basically the playing field for Ethereum the way it's looking right now. I did quickly update the chart here to see how it's looking. It's pretty funny how we're still coming along with this quite nicely, still have not broken out any other side, but logically speaking here, the upside seems way more logical than the downside, purely looking at the pattern here, of course. All right, but having said that, it's kind of illogical right now because we had our buy on XRP just a little bit ago. I guess, guys, if we do have another nice little breakout above, I'm going to say, above our key little level here at about 84 cents, would not be too crazy that if we get some confirmation, we're going to maybe open up some crazy long positions over on Bybit. Would not be too crazy. Then again, it's of course going to depend on how Bitcoin is going to stand. We need to basically find ourselves a good bottom. Right now, it's looking like the EMA 50 is basically our bottom that we formed, but we want to see it go upwards again. And theoretically speaking, we could actually wait for a confirmation on the weekly to basically see our green candle and then a confirming weekly candle green afterwards to show that this was the bottom and we're going to reverse. However, since a lot of people want to buy the dip, want to buy the bottom, logically speaking, this is the best bottom we're going to get. And already, guys, as I said before, right, we can use Fibonacci or we can just use some simple math here. We're already 35% down from all-time high. Buying here is not really a shame at all. If you're buying at 47,000 instead of 69,000, that's never a shame. Regarding Bybit, by the way, guys, make sure you check out the link down below for IZI and all these coins. I am buying the majority of coins that launch on the Bybit Launchpad because I've said before, this is like one of the easiest ways to quadruple your money. People come up to me and say, how does that work? How does it work? Well, you cannot buy a freaking lot of it, but these coins, you're buying them before they launch. And so it's a great opportunity. I'm telling you this as a friend, so to speak. So don't take it as financial advice. Take it as just a friend, you know, from your freaking work, you know, your colleague, your school, who tells you, man, I've been doing this for a couple of years now. Something's been working for me. I'm sharing this with you because I appreciate you. And in return, all I want is you to, you know, maybe give me a little handshake if it works, or in my case, a little like button press if it actually works out. Every single time I've shown you guys something, I think we had, out of the 20 maybe that I've shown, I think 2 are busts, in the sense that 2 of them, I got my money back and a little bit more than that, but not like the crazy returns, which I like. But the majority of coins I show, guys, they do times 50, do 2 times 100, and the Bybit coins that we've shown before do times 15 on average, I think. I think IZI is going to be like a 5xer or so, honestly. But still, that's good, right? To make our money times 5 in like one day or so, that would be amazing still. So make sure you check it out. Link down below for Bybit. There's some crazy bonuses anyway that you might want to take, because right now it's the biggest bonus ever. And they also have a Jingle Brawl, where they basically, I think, are giving away $1 million. So if you're not into that just quite yet, make sure you check it out. Ooh, there's not that many people entering, so it's not that crazy of a amount of money that people can win. Only $70,000. But there's still 60 people who are going to win. So right now you have a 1 in 100 chance to win this as well. So make sure you just check it out. You know, it's worth it in my opinion. I had some lawsuit news. I had some basically just crypto news in general here, like, or I guess you should say market news. We also had this short squeeze into year end. JP Morgan says market and retail investors showing resilience. Had a lot of stuff to show, but I think we're going to leave that for another little episode coming out later as I Honestly think this video would be 40 minutes or so if I went over all these subjects, as I really want to dive a little bit deeper into all of it. However, still guys, I keep looking back at this specific article right here. Man accidentally buries $500 million of Bitcoin in landfill. Every single time I see that article, I jiggle up a little bit, knowing that I did not bury $500 million. Makes me happy. Guys, last but not least, make sure you follow me over on Twitter and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today.